except I hit a cone.
What's up, guys? I got a dash cam. So for this video, something a little different for this channel, I went to Iowa Region SCCA Autocross number 2 for this year's season, and I recorded all of it. So I'm going to go review my laps, see what I did right and wrong, and you guys can watch along with me. If you haven't been to an autocross before, it's pretty simple. We just run through a time trial course with these traffic cones set up. You need to make the gates and the slaloms on the right sides. If you hit a cone, you get a time penalty. And if you just nudge it, there's a chalk mark on the ground that determines whether you nudged it too far or not. I'm driving my 2003 Mini Cooper S, and this is my first lap here. I actually left traction control on by accident, and you can see I'm not right on top of these cones, so I've given myself a little space because it's my first run. I'm just figuring it out. I managed to get through the whole event without any disqualified times. I didn't miss any gates, so that's good. Inner loop of the Hawkeye Downs here, and then we get around the outer loop too. And that right there is the finish line.
Doesn't feel too bad. 62 seconds.
So this is my first lap. Of course, I'll be trying to improve upon that. Little launch. Finally got traction control off. This car really bogs down at lower RPMs, so I gotta keep the motor up to really be making power. Normally that's not even a big concern. Autocross is all about control with your corners. But this is a pretty high-speed autocross since it's on the oval, and I've got to keep making power in order to make a good time. The transition there from the inside to the outside loop is pretty slow. That's a good example of that power bogging down, other than just at the start, too. That lap actually ended up being 2 cones. I'm not, even after watching the video, sure where I hit the other one.
That felt good.
Third lap here. This is the last round of the first heat. There's still some space, but some of these I'm getting right on top of. Part of the whole autocross thing is knowing exactly where the edge of your car is and getting as close to these cones as you possibly can. You can see I have kind of picked my side. I'm close to one side of the gate or the other and setting up for the next corner here. Right on top of that one, and really fast through this outside stretch of the track here as well. I'm still kind of deciding where I need a brake. Also, a lot happier with the slalom in this lap. Not really turning any excess, but getting a little too excited. Forgot to brake entirely. Smashed that cone right there.
Damn, that was fast, except I hit a cone.
There's a Tesla on the left, a dented Camry.
My next one's gonna have the penalty on it.
There's a wide variety of cars. The Tesla's actually really fast. He was up there with the Formula cars.
Like literally the last point where you could have hit it.
And At this point, it's time to go do coursework while the other heat races. Someone's gonna set up all those cones that get knocked over, and when I'm not racing, that's me. So I have to run out and set up the cone over here a few times, so I didn't catch that on video. But you can see a view from inside the course here. One of the Formula cars actually broke down and I had to push it, but I didn't get a good picture of that either. Lap 4. This time I'm going to rev it up and dump the clutch. No mercy on the tires or clutch there, but it's worth it. We compare the timers. By the time I reach this gate, it's already almost a full second faster. So launching properly really matters, at least in this car, which has no torque from the bottom. The supercharger has a wastegate, so I'm not actually making any boost below 3,000 wherever that closes. It's a fuel economy thing. I'm also a little happier with how on top of these cones I am. But not as fast in this section as I could be. Kind of hesitated, slow down. Coming in the slalom. I think I will end up getting that closer to the cones before I get my best time today. But it's a steady improvement.
58.7, and I think it might have been clean.
Yeah, I think so too.
While this race has been going on, I've been comparing my times to the
Alright.
other novice driver who's in a Ford Mustang.
Good job.
And I'd been behind him with the penalties included. But after that, I got ahead and stayed ahead.
New goal is going to be 58.5.
Yeah. And I think
So for this lap, my wife was sitting outside the car and I got the same lap from 2 camera angles. Pretty snazzy. Once again, a good launch. Pretty happy with that. It definitely feels like I'm going faster. I've decided to stay on the outside of those last few gates instead of going to the inside, which I think helped a lot. And then, big braking point here, and after that, you hear it. I shift down the first, and that also made a big difference. These last few laps have been staying in second, letting it bog down. Once again, you can see a really high speed through this outside section. Now on the outside camera, you can really see in a slalom just how badly my car needs a rear sway bar. That's a common upgrade for these things, but it's a piece of junk. I'm not putting that money into it. But that ended up being my fastest lap of the day. Lap number 6 is my last lap of the day. Basically, you can see this looks really similar to the last lap. There's not as much that I can improve upon at this point. I've kind of learned my way through the course already. Big braking and... oh, that downshift to first is really satisfying. Every cone, trying to get the last 0.1 seconds off that I can for the day. And watch this one on the left here. Too close. Actually shook up the car a little bit there.
at the most you went 50.
As you can hear my wife say,
Yeah, it feels
don't
fast.
actually get to a very high
Yeah,
speed
you
on
went
these
35
courses.
a lot of the time. Or not 35, 40 about a
Yeah.
lot of the
I
time.
guess I'm done. I'm not going back. That was 3 runs, right?
Yeah, that was 3. That sucks. If you hadn't hit that cone like right
So that would have been my best time. I didn't hit that cone at the end, but only by a pretty narrow margin. So my car class is a little awkward. I put myself in Extreme Street B because I have a supercharger upgrade, but I didn't have any fancy racing tires or handling upgrades like a sway bar I mentioned earlier. But I still like to compare myself to some of the other times. I'm pretty happy they got top of the novice class by a good margin. I beat out the Ford Mustang that was second place by almost 2 seconds, about a second and a half, and a 2020 WRX, 2020 Volkswagen GTI, Infiniti Q60. Not bad. On the other hand, some of the people in Pro class were turning in crazy times. I've been trying to keep up hopelessly with an Extreme Class Fiat 500 Abarth. They got a 53.6, so they're like 4 seconds ahead of me. One of the purpose-built racing cars, I'm not sure exactly which one, turned in the fastest time of 45.1. So that's it for this round. If you're subscribed to my channel, I hope you're not too disappointed this isn't an automation video, but let me know what you think and do you want to see more. I'll probably do at least some more of these, but maybe it needs its own channel or something. Until next time, I'll see you at event number 3.